The top 5 most insane rulers in history. 5. King George III of England. One of the most well-known crazy rulers in history, probably due to the movies that have been made about him. Like Charles IX, he also ended up behind bars, and his only legacy, besides being mad, was that he lost the American colonies. He most likely suffered from the hereditary disease of porphyria, which also afflicted Mary, Queen of Scots. The monarch's illness presented England with a difficult problem. What do you do when a ruler becomes irrational? In recent times, there has been some speculation that King George was driven insane by the treatments he received for his alleged insanity. 4. Ivan the Terrible. Known as Ivan the Terrible, he was scarred at an early age by the loss of his parents and abuse at the hands of the government. At 14, he seized control of Russia and fed the government to a pack of dogs. He didn't stop there, though, and went on to kill and torture numerous others. Ivan IV was a very good Tsar in many ways. He created laws that were aimed towards class equality. However, when he began massacring his people, he showed the same ignorance of class distinction. Ivan IV was also guilty of killing his oldest and most beloved son by his own hand. 3. The Zhengde Emperor of China. As the Emperor of China in the beginning of the 16th century, this guy was known for playing make-believe in the royal gardens and forcing everyone to play along with him. In fact, he built a whole fake city block on the imperial grounds where he would pretend to be a shopkeeper to the puzzlement of his subjects who were forced to go along with it. He was fond of leading capricious military expeditions and liked to give orders to an imaginary double he called General Shu. During the first 5 years of his reign, he unwisely put a senior eunuch, Liu Jin, in charge of most of the affairs of state. When the two fell out 5 years later, the emperor ordered Liu to be executed by a 3-day process of slow slicing. Liu succumbed on day 2. 2. King Charles VI. King Charles VI was crowned King of France in 1380, when he was only 11 years old. Apparently, he was a good king before insanity took over, because he was originally known as Charles the Well-Loved. It later became evident that he was insane, so his moniker was changed to Charles the Mad. Accounts of the king's first fit of madness state that King Charles VI became agitated at the sound of a dropped spear while travelling with his men. He then murdered one of his own knights, and reportedly a few other men, though accounts vary. After this incident, the king fell into a coma. King Charles VI of France died a madman in 1422. 1. Emperor Caligula. Hands down, probably the most insane ruler of any nation in history. It is said that he attempted to instate his favourite horse, Incitatus, as a priest and consul, and ordered a beautiful marble stable built for him, complete with chairs and couches on which Incitatus never sat. Another instance is at the Circus Maximus. The games ran out of criminals, and the next event was the lions, his favourite. He ordered his guards to drag the first 5 rows of spectators into the arena, which they did. These hundreds of people were all devoured for his amusement. He also once had an entire family executed. The husband and wife went first, and he then proceeded down the line of children until he reached the youngest, a 12-year-old girl. She was crying hysterically by this point, and the disgusted crowd begged for mercy as she was a virgin. Smiling, he had the executioner rape her and then kill her as well.
Thanks for watching and hope you enjoyed. Check out one of these videos and don't forget to subscribe to support more videos.